Hi Ben. So I wanted first of all to start off with an injury update. Any news on 𝗠𝘁𝗵 Corey Brown, Scott Neville, etc.? What's the news?
Yeah, Flo's good. He's good for this weekend. Corey Brown's tracking really well. Still a way off, but hopefully not too far. You've got Rylan had a knock in training earlier in the week, so we'll see where he's at. And obviously Tommy's not far off as well. 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵's not far off as well.
Right, okay. Thanks for that.
Oh, okay, right. Interesting times, mate, to put it bluntly, yeah.
Very interesting. A big challenge, but something that I'm just trying to embrace and accept and do the best I can early on.
Okay. Obviously, and also there's a lot of changes in the club, and even if we're standing here, so how is the group? Sometimes all these sort of annoyances can bond the group together, like new trainer, new new base here, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I said earlier in the week that this group have been through a lot of disruption this year, and the ones that have been here longer have obviously been on a big journey. But through that adversity, they've become very resilient and very strong, and obviously they were quite hurt by the result last week. So there's a big determination and a big will to try and turn that around and move forward.
What procedures are you putting in place? Like, it's easy to say, but what's the main message you're trying to get through to them?
It's the only way I know how, and that's to train the way I train and play the way that I want to play. And very mindful that we've only had 3 sessions to do that in, but it's the playing style that I believe in and that I've worked to try and develop over the last sort of 10-12 years, and we've done that from minute one, and we'll continue that. The game will come, and we'll have an idea from the Sydney game where we're at and how much more work we need to do.
Good, sorry.
Yeah, but it's
have you ever taken over a club though that's just been smashed?
Not after an 8-1. No. I've taken over clubs who have come off bad seasons. I've had my last 2 club challenges have come at clubs where the feeling was low and the seasons preceding mine were not good. So I have processes in place, and I'm very aware that the group needs lifting, and I'm trying to bring a positivity and energy to the group that I think they need.
And do you think they're listening? Like, are they?
Well, we've had 2 training sessions. So far, so good. The standard's been really good. The tactical implementation has been good in training, but you never really know until you get onto the pitch on the weekend.
You talked about the training style then, and the playing style even that you've had in the past. Can you just enlighten us as to what that is for people who might have missed the presser the other day?
Yeah, I want players to play. I want them to dominate the game with possession. I want them to play with close distances and enjoy combining with each other. I want them to, enjoy playing football. But with that, I expect a high level of determination, a high level of running and pressing to try and win the ball back when we don't have it. And we want the ball for as much of the game as we can have. Well aware of the situation we're in, and also know that we're playing against a very good football team, and we're going to have to defend our own back third resiliently for periods of the game.
I was going to follow on from that. So Sydney have scored 7 goals in their last 2 games.
Yep.
And I think they had 62% possession and 34 shots on goal against the league leaders the other time. So how do you plan on stifling their attack tomorrow night?
Look, we have to believe in what we're doing, and we have to start the process of moving in the direction we want to go. And it's my belief that if we get that right, we're every chance to get a good result against Sydney. Part of that is defending our own half and our own back third resiliently and with good numbers, and more so than the structure around it, the mentality to protect our own goal.
What about the 𝗠𝘁𝗵𝗵 addressing the players? Everyone's on board by the sounds of it. They've got to get on board, haven't they, really? Otherwise there's only one way to go, and it's out the door.
Yeah, look, I mean, you lose a game 8-1, the only way is up from there, right? And the group was hurt with that. They certainly didn't take that lightly, and they're here to bounce back, and every single one of them has been great this week, and they're trying to prove a point. Every single one of them wants to play, and it's up to them now to show this weekend and moving forward that they're capable of doing that.
And the season's still savable, isn't it? It's still a fair way to go.
Yeah, it's everything to play for. The players are ambitious. I'm ambitious. The A-League's unpredictable. If you win 2 or 3 in a row, suddenly the complexion of the league table looks completely different. So it's our short-term target to put a run of results together in the not too distant future to put ourselves in contention to be at the top of the A-League come come crunch time.
On a positive note, although Sydney are scoring goals, I saw their Western United game and they conceded a lot of chances. And to be honest, Western United could have won. So did you see anything in that game that you might be able to capitalise on Saturday?
Yeah, look, we've been through Sydney's last performances with a fine-tooth comb, and we've obviously identified some areas that we think we can have some joy, and we'll do our best to maximise those on the weekend.
Obviously, hope for a good crowd, like stay loyal, like, you know, don't give up on us. What's the message to the fans out there?
Look, totally understand the tumultuous period that they've all had, and it's, you know, I'm here to try and do the best I can, and the players are here to do the best they can, and we all believe that we can, you know, do something special with the football club moving forward, and I hope the fans are on that journey. If they're sceptical now, hopefully we can put some performances in the coming weeks that can bring them back into Suncorp.
So come along Sunday and see what this team can do, yeah?
Yeah, we want people to come through the gates, and we want them to stick with us, and we want them to see the resilience of this group, and we want to see how much these boys care and how much they want to turn it around and how much we want to go on and do something this year.
Can I just ask, because finally, the last press conference I came to was with Ross. He mentioned a Japanese winger that had been trialling. You've got the transfer window coming up. Is that player, I can't remember his name unfortunately, is that still in the wings?
We've got some players in on trial at the moment. We are looking to do some business in the window, but this week was all about Sydney FC and preparing for that game and trying to get a result.